Hey everyone, Don Murphy back here with you yet again for another Welcome to Mooseport on VHS tape update video. And this is a very, very special video because this is the first in a long series of Q and or A videos. We recently hit a milestone on this channel, 64 subscribers, and we surpassed that. We are at 68. Again, that is one away from my favorite number of all time. 67. And I am here, your mighty Murphin Mooseport Ranger, to give you the A's to the Q's you posed to me over the previous few days. And I'm happy to do it here. And one of the things I'm most excited about is we're really going to be diving deep into all the facilities and facsimiles and facts and background information on not so much domestic disturbance on DVD, the triple feature, but Welcome to Mooseport on VHS tape. But we're also going to be addressing some other formats because it relates to the question. The very first question I got was, Don, what about Mooseport on Blu-ray? I personally do not own a Blu-ray player. I know it's the hottest new thing. People are talking about it. I go out on the streets and people are just screaming Blu-ray, Blu-ray, Blu-ray. And I don't even really know what that is. I think it's not dissimilar from a DVD, but it is in the higher definition. Now, if you ask me, I'm an old school guy. You guys know that about me. I'm Don Murphy. You guys know me. I'm an old school guy. I'm an analog fella. In a digital world, I'm a Timex watch, as they say. So I prefer to stick to the reliable, good quality VHS format. That is what I prefer. But you Q'd, and I'm here to A about 4K. Now, just for collectability and to really drive up the price in the market, I did invest in both 2 DVD copies of Welcome to Mooseport. I have the widescreen edition down there in red. You can see it says widescreen. But I also got this guy here, the full screen, which is better because, as we all know, when you go widescreen, they put black bars on the top and the bottom. They cover up half the picture. I don't want to pay for, a third of a movie. I want to see the whole thing. And with widescreen, they just cut it off. It was a weird phase. And I'm glad they're going back to the full screen dimension here. Because then we really get to see the whole performance, all the wonder of this fantastic film here. But you were inquiring specifically about Blu-ray technology. Frankly, it's not going to happen. That is my opinion. And I've been researching and thinking and ruminating as we are oft one to do in this Mooseport community. And I joke, let me get that flicker back on here. Gotta get a new sensor. Gotta get a new sensor one of these days. All right, so this, one of the things about the Blu-ray technology is that it is prone, much like DVD, to disc rot. For those who don't know, it's where your disc rots, okay? And it's no good. It won't play anymore. You put it in, it will spin on its little spindle there, and you get no picture. Lots of tracking issues. The subtitles don't work. They won't work half the time. So because of all the complexities of the issues and compatibility issues they had here with the rumble pack, with the disc rot on the DVD editions, I really don't think it will go further into the Blu-ray horizon. And to kind of show you all what it looks like, let me open this up here. Now, this is my copy. As you can see, Welcome to Mooseport. It says full screen edition. Now, this one here, the widescreen edition is fine, but my full screen edition was subject to that terrible disorder of disc rot. And here, let me kind of show you what it looks like here. As you can see, it kind of looks a little bit like barbecue sauce. But what people would do is they would line up at the stores the opening day when this thing came out, and they would be lined up ready to buy their copy of Welcome to Mooseport on DVD. But as you will see over the years, it starts to ooze and kind of bubble up here, and it's some sort of material that's in the actual disc itself. It starts to break down over time, exposure to harsh weather, cold weather, warm weather. I live here in my garage, get lots of hot summers, and as you can see, the disc will start to kind of just menstruate all over its case, and it looks just like barbecue. It smells, tastes and smells like barbecue sauce. But this is the reason. This is the reason why disc rot has always been an issue for the full screen, in particular edition of Welcome to Mooseport on DVD. Not so much the widescreen, but luckily I was able to nab me a copy of that for just a fantastic price. But as you can see, because of all the problems and disorder, I still got a little bit of that disc rot on my fingers here, as a matter of fact. Got to lick that off later. But it really just affects playback, gives you tons of issues. You need an RF modulator, you need all kinds of adapters. You can try to wipe it clean, but just unlike the trap in Ghostbusters, when the light turns green, this thing does not get clean, if you know what I mean. If you guys even know what I mean. So, as far as Mooseport coming to Blu-ray, I wouldn't hold your breath. I wouldn't hold your breath, because you'll be holding it for a long, long time. If I were you, I would forego the DVD, forego any possible Blu-ray release, and stick to this, the Welcome to Mooseport on VHS tape, and you're fine. Boom, done.